Welcome to Side Dish. We are more than an appetizer when it comes to pop culture and fun. We are the whole meal. I am Claudia Jordan, and I have my handsome guys with me, Headkrack and Tanner. We are doing well considering the conversation we just had leading up to this. Real quick, we're talking about what is the worst bug to have. I mean, if you think about it, roaches, right? Socially have the worst social kind of, I don't know, socially you don't want to have roaches, but they don't do anything to you, right? But what about mosquitoes or silverfish? Or what do y'all think is the worst bug to have in your house?
Well, mosquitoes can carry bloodborne diseases, so those are bad, right? But no one judges you if they see a mosquito.
Right.
However, if they see a roach in your house, they think you nasty and they probably don't want to eat at your house anymore. Roaches are so bad that we've come up with alternative names for them just so they don't have to be roaches. So I'm a vote there.
It was a palmetto bug.
A palmetto bug. I've never heard that before in my life. We were just talking about that a minute ago. That's the fanciest name. That's like a temporary housing park. No, it's a trailer park. What, a palmetto bug?
They also call them water bugs. No one wants to say they found a roach, right? But if I see roach, I have to move, right? You gotta move. You can't stay if there's a roach, right?
Yeah, and we also blame it on the neighbors.
Here's the thing. You could definitely blame it on the neighbors, but look, Claudia, I know they got them in Texas because they're in South Oklahoma as well. Is you might see a roach or two around and you're not going to be worried for your health. But the minute you start seeing a couple small scorpions inside the house, then you start checking your shoes.
That's right.
Whoa, you saw scorpions where?
Oh yeah, dude, little scorpions. They're out in Texas and Oklahoma.
Oh, I haven't seen it. When I had a house in Arizona, I saw a scorpion. But why there's so much guilt associated with the roach. Like it's your personal responsibility if there's a roach. But like y'all said, if there's mosquitoes, silverfish, millipedes, centipedes, aren't those gross? Are those grosser? What's uglier?
The millipedes are gross to see because the way they move and it's just and there's a similar version of that they have in Atlanta. I ain't never saw it before. I thought that our house was on the top of an ancient burial ground because I ain't never seen that insect before, and I thought we summoned something. But roaches they wear the crown.
So chat, I want to know from the chat, what's the worst bug to have in your house? What's the worst bug to have? But there's more danger. Why is it not wasp or the cricket?
Because there's nothing you can do that can attract wasp other than just leave your window open, or have
Can a roach Okay, and I'm not saying I have roaches. We're just talking just hypothetically here.
Yeah.
Okay. I have butterflies and ladybugs in my house. That's it.
That's all you got. Butterflies, ladybugs.
I have 2 dogs. Let's talk about Cardi B and Offset, right? Cardi B soon to be ex-husband Offset talked to Kiki Palmer on her podcast about rumors surrounding him, his fellow Migo Quavo, and Quavo's ex Saweetie sleeping together, causing the group's breakup, Yoko Ono style. Check this out.
You and Sweetie?
No, man. It was a rumor, man, and I feel like it was something deeper than that for the split of me and bro. It was something deeper than that. You know what I mean? It was something deeper than that. I don't really want to touch on, but it's something deeper than that. I think that was just that was a thing that was a bug that I heard. I think people was trying to tear my situation down in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
And
you think there were business people that were plotting on you both?
For sure.
Yeah, and they were creating you guys, stopping you guys from being strong so that y'all couldn't go together against that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, because I would be seeing I would be seeing headlines and we men, so we don't play those games. We don't even know how to do that. And so it was just that was kind of crazy. That was crazy.
Do y'all think that the whole Sweetie thing was a plot just to feed the blogs and the tabloids and all that, get the streets chatting?
No, I don't. I like Sweetie. I'm team Sweetie. I think she's a sweetheart. I like her. I met her a few times. He looked like he's lying to me. The way he had the little twinkle in his eye, I feel like he was lying. I really do. Offset, I'm sorry, Sweetie. I ride for you, but I feel like I can't see him not trying to get at Sweetie. Really,
I know that's right.
Yeah, she's fine as hell. She is beautiful. She fly, and she's actually a sweet person. I don't know. Y'all think he lying or telling the truth?
I don't know. It's so weird. I feel like you got to pay real close attention to people's word selection because he did not say no. And what he did say is like, I feel like it was something deeper than that. And then he said he wasn't going to touch on it. And now we're entering into the worlds of like, this is a little nebulous. This is a little vague. You're not going to say yes. You're not going to say no. And you're not going to really talk about it. And then we leave it to Kiki. And Kiki kind of brings up the conspiracy component. And it goes, yeah, it was definitely that. And I don't think so. I think it was I think it was either the Saweetie or he knew exactly what it was. And he could have very succinctly said it, but he didn't want to.
And he didn't say anything when the story came out. Remember Headkrack? When it came out, he wasn't trying to deny it back then. I think it made him look good. Like he's married to Cardi and maybe possibly having Saweetie. He's like in guy world, he's winning.
Yeah, he didn't want to get cursed out in English and Spanish by his wife. Like, I understand the dynamic. I definitely understand it. But like, as a person who studies people's body language when they talk, the way he answered that question was like the kid in the meme was like, mother effing ham sandwich. If you know, you know.
If you could run that tape back or just rewind this, people at home that are watching, the way his eyes looked, he was like, I mean, yeah, Offset, sorry, we don't believe you. We don't.
So
well,
are we
the
saying
other thing he was talking about is like,
are we saying that Sweetie's for the streets? Like,
no,
I mean, because
no. I'm not
okay, because if we feel like that Offset was lying, then Offset possibly had sex with Quavo's girl, which means Quavo had 2 out of 3 Migos. She was one Migos away from completing the set.
Yeah, but you know what? The older I get, the more grace I have for people because, like, people don't say anything when men run through families, sisters, best friends, crews. It's like, okay, whatever.
They
Man being a man. Do they?
They say
okay,
things.
but they don't really.
She was one Migo away from having the 3 Busketeers.
You know what? I'm gonna not challenge you on that because you're gonna come up with some cool metaphors, and I can't win with that. Okay.
No, you're clever. I believe in you.
Not like you though. All right, moving on. Saweetie, I hope it's not true, but I feel like I think Offset was lying about something. Okay.
That's my type. My type.
Tyler Lepley talks childhood and the N-word. Well, Tyler Lepley was on a promo run and also sat down with Kiki and he talked about what it was like growing up in a white household and the question that a white childhood friend asked him. Check this out.
As the only black person in your family.
Yeah, for sure.
So how was that experience?
Now, my parents, the one thing my parents did just the best job in the world at was making sure I had that foundation of love, you know, and that was enough to give me the springboard to go figure out who I was.
Yeah. I know you grew up in Philly, but like what kind of school did you go to? Was it a diverse school? Did you at least have some?
All white.
Really?
So my best friend, I'm in 2nd grade, my best friend, 3rd grade. I'm on the bus and he says, do you know what a is?
Oh, my gosh.
He was saying,
not do I know.
Do you know what one is? I said, before I could say no, he said, that's what you are.
It's you.
It's
yeah.
Oh. Bus stop. He got off the bus. He said, all right, I'm going to holler at you tomorrow. Just informing me.
Did he add
just
the
informed me.
I'm going to holler at you tomorrow.
Nah, he didn't say that. So I just remember processing that on the ride home. Like,
I know. And had you heard the word before?
No, but I knew. I felt
you
it.
Knew,
I knew
yeah.
something was wrong.
That word is very
So then I remember about
charged.
Wow.
Yeah, listen, I grew up in neighborhoods like that where we're the only black family, and my mom's white, my dad's black, and my mom's an immigrant. She's from Italy, and we had it bad. So I get it. It's funny when you're growing up, you don't really care or know like what you are usually. Like it's till you go to school and the kids may tell you what you are. Like I didn't really think about that at all, and kids were really cruel. Like there's stuff they would say, like they would try to tell black jokes and be like, well, you're not like them. You're different. You're tan. I'm like, wait, what? And yeah, we got into a lot of fights growing up, a lot of physical fights with kids in the neighborhood. Like they would try us. So damn, I hope he got him. I hope he got some get back. I want more to the story. Like what else happened, Tyler? Did you whip his
I hope that's where he developed his muscles because that's where I improved my fight record. When I moved from the Bronx to Texas, the culture was different. The people that I thought were Puerto Ricans were Mexicans. And I was one of few black people who like went to certain schools I went to. And I remember the first time I had to hook off on somebody. It was this kid named Shane, and he was on the bus, and he's like, "Hey, you know why all the black people moved from Plano?" And I was like, "Why?" Because they was tired of being Plano Nick. He didn't even get the rest of the GR out. Blue knocked his glasses off. I couldn't ride the bus for 2 weeks. But
Ew.
I was trained differently.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's
So
just like the gall, the nerve of some people. You know what I mean? And I blame it on ignorance and bad parenting.
it does come around though sometimes. There was a guy named Jeff Burns back in high school. Jeff, his name was Jeff. No, high school. It was elementary. I think I was fifth grade, and he was always calling us the N word all the time. And one time he hit me in the forehead with a skateboard, and we ended up fighting. My brother ended up beating him up. And years later, I went off to LA, became a success in Hollywood, worked on some shows, and I came back and I went to the grocery store for my mom. And guess who had to bag my groceries?
Wow.
It was awesome. And he's
Karma.
yeah. Well, Tanner, we recently found out this week that you are African American as well. So do you have any
Yeah.
story?
I think 0.05%. I think the cradle of existence is
The
the
one
continent
drop
of
rule.
Africa. So everybody's got some ancestor back there. It's interesting. I guess on our panel, I share the most with Tyler in that I also grew up with an all-white family, and my education around that word was strictly at school. For my little small town, we had Native Americans, and we certainly had black people, and we had some Asian people, which is kind of crazy for a small town in Oklahoma to have that mix even. But the way I learned about it was in school. It wasn't like my parents never sat me down when I, as a child and said, here is a word you should not say, and here is why. Like that was never an education that I got. And I learned about it through context clues at school. I feel terrible for him I feel terrible. What can I say, guys? I feel terrible for anybody who has to deal with that as an adult, let alone as a child, because I don't think children always understand the words they're saying. Maybe they heard someone say it, and so they parrot that, or what's acceptable in their household they think is acceptable in the world. But yeah, I probably learned about it like Tyler did, except nobody was telling me that was it. They were passing that information along to me the way a kid would.
Kids are evil. That's why I don't have any. I get cats. I'd rather clean a litter box than have to deal with a little bad kid. Hey, thank the Lord for
rather a litter box than a litter.
Yeah.
This is so funny. Of course, we all know Bad Bunny's doing the Super Bowl, right? I'm hyped on it. Evidently, 50 Cent said no bueno. 50 Cent said no habla, no bueno, no mas español. Bad Bunny was hosting Saturday Night Live. There he is. And during his monologue, he spoke part of it in Spanish, as we might expect a Puerto Rican American to do. And some folks in the audience looked confused. Bad Bunny, he then trolled the folks in the audience and said, hey, if you got issue with me during the Super Bowl, then he said in English, he said, I understand if you don't understand. If you didn't understand what I just said, you got 4 months to learn. Well, 50 didn't really like what Bad Bunny said because he posted this online. HK, I'm curious if you would bless us with your 50 impersonation.
Oh, he said, look, I respect what he's doing, but tell the Americans to learn Spanish for Super Bowl. Bro, this ain't Duolingo halftime. Last time I checked, music's supposed to bring people together, not make us download Rosetta Stone. G-Unit.
Oh my God, that was so good. I feel like 50 was in a room.
G-Unit.
Yeah, the thing is, man, you gotta understand, I think you're gonna fast forward in a few years. A lot of us who were the majority at some point will be the minority because, listen, man, a lot of our Latino brothers and sisters is pulling up. I know they're trying to export them back. However, man, this is the land of opportunity, and they out here. So, it would not hurt you to learn a second language. As much as people be going to Tulum and Cabo, you better learn if you about to get kidnapped or not.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yo, it's not it's not just Tulum and Cabo. I think about this all the time, man. I lived in Los Angeles for a number of years, and you know what I love, man. And people talk about this sometimes. I know people talk about it with the black culture. They want the rhythm, but they don't want the blues. Well, like a lot of white people love their local taquerias, and they love the Mexican restaurant, and they love going there, and the music that's playing, and the food and the culture. But then turn around and get in a huff when a member of that culture suddenly gets one of the world's largest stages. And so my thing is like, I feel like it's pastime for a Hispanic person to be playing halftime, but also pastime for people to pick up on a little more Spanish. Like, I love it. I love that culture. I love these people, and anybody who's poo-pooing this, like, I get it. Maybe you want to be in on it and know every word. But Garth Brooks isn't playing the Super Bowl this year. Bad Bunny is. And so like you can just get with it, you know?
I feel like it's rich coming from 50 Cent, who's the biggest troll in the land. Like 50, you should know better than this. Like I love his trolling. I think he's hilarious. I like a lot of his antics. I think it's funny. And you know, as a minority, I think you should actually. Did my cat just unplug this monitor? Okay.
No, you good.
Hey, knock
Oh,
it
we
off.
got you.
You should be happy when another, member of the minority community, which is very, very big now, getting some shine like that. So I kind of am surprised at his reaction, and how many people are being triggered by Bad Bunny being the Super Bowl tells me it was the right decision at the right time in this country to do this. I like the statement that it's making at a time where Latinos are being so unfairly and evilly, I know I just made that up, targeted. I love it. I love that it's making the people reveal themselves that are so racist and have an issue with the Puerto Rican American. And might I add, half of America was Mexico up until not that long ago. So
And also, too, Puerto Rico is like an American province. It's not a state, but like, they're under our umbrella. We treat them like they ain't with us, but Puerto Rico's our +1. I really wish they would just go ahead and like add them so we could be the 51 states. You know what I mean? And maybe throw DC in the mix so we can be 52.
absolutely.
Because 52 states jumping you is a lot better than like 5.
But look at how dumb Americans are. Like, they're so angry at Mexicans right now that they're even angry at Puerto Ricans, which if you know the history, they kind of have some beef sometimes too. Like, they don't like being confused with each other. But like the ignorant Americans that are mad at this, anybody with an accent, anyone that's brown, that's not just white, they have an issue with. I need them to shut the hell up. Go cry.
If Canadians look Mexican, a lot of people would hate Canadians. Like, sometimes people hate anything that doesn't look like them. You should be triggered at these people sneaking across the Canadian border, coming over here with their French and their Perrier bubbly water. I mean, keep the hate equal.
I just go back to this. If anybody's listening right now and you have ever enjoyed yourself a plate of nachos, you have ever had a margarita and really enjoyed it, or you've ever been at a restaurant or at a fiesta and you've heard someone go, you've ever heard someone do that, then you are going to love this halftime show. And you might as well get invested in it. That's what I'm saying.
And also too, like, but we are like gentrifying the hell out of tacos, and I play a part in that too. On the Tex-Mex side of things, all the condiments, all of them, lettuce, tomato, sour cream, cheese, shredded, torchies, all that.
That's exactly how I make mine too as well. Well, but I also respect the community as well, so I'm not so mad. I'm not triggered. I'm here. I cannot wait to see all the crybabies Super Bowl Sunday crying about it. Cry about it in your car. I'm going to drink your MAGA tears. I can't wait. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in 2 minutes with more after this. Welcome back. All right, now, Suge Knight is in jail serving a 28-year sentence for pleading no contest to a voluntary manslaughter charge from 2015, but that didn't stop him from talking to The Art of Dialogue about Diddy's 50-month sentence. Check it out.
As far as Puffy concerned, it's a great day for him. It's an even better day for his family, you know. His mother, shot goes out to his mother. She gets to spend her days with her son, soon back on the streets, and he got daughters. So that's always a great day for the family. Overall, though, it's not surprising. You know, we do all know one thing, like I said before, Puffy has strong ties with the government, with the feds, and anybody else would have been cooked, done. I mean, that's the first time in history that a person going to get sentenced and they can actually put on a campaign like they're running for the president of the United States, where they can show videos and pretty much everything. Only thing I was waiting on was the fact that I was waiting on him to bring out the DJ and start playing music and let him do what he do best, dance and shake that ass and end up with no time.
Oh, the visual of Diddy dancing in court for his freedom is wild, but funny, and I could see it. But he was so arrogant. He thought he was going to have a speaking engagement this week. Like, he really thought he was getting out.
Yeah, they had the Ciroc ready. They had it. The crazy thing is, like, Suge is petty, right? And he's behind bars too. Like, at one point in time, I would have never imagined a universe of both of these people being in prison at the same time, especially to Suge's point, the level of protection that Diddy has had up to this point. Like, his father had federal protection because of the things that he was doing, during the time he was alive, and some of that, apparently seems to have spilled over because there was so many things he should have got cooked over that he didn't. And for him to get the sentence he got, even though a lot of people feel like it was a little egregious in the larger scope of things, he still kind of got off easy. It was like a stunning sunning, just to let you know you can't bark back at the people that protect you. And that's what happened. When he went at that alcohol company, that's when the protection got off of him. My opinion, allegedly.
Suge is funny. Go ahead, Tanner.
It's so like it's funny to me because Sugar's brought up Diddy's dancing before, and let me tell you something that I'm not obsessed with, and you'll never hear me bring up over the course of time is another man dancing. I just don't care about it that much. I just don't pay attention to it that much. Evidently, one of at the 95 Source Awards, Suge's quote was what? He says, "Any artist out there want to be an artist, stay a star, and won't have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the videos, all in the records, dancing come to death row." So he's been shooting petty shots at Diddy since the 90s. I mean, damn, that's almost 30 years. That is 30 years ago.
Yeah,
I see Suge in LA all the time, and we used to bowl on Monday nights. And when he showed up, everyone would leave, so we were always afraid of him, like he was a boogeyman. Then I started talking to him, and Suge is funny. He's told me some stories that I can't tell on this show, but I will tell you guys in our Patreon or our commercial breaks. He's got goons that do some things. I'm just saying, that Diddy might like, actually.
Oh, whoa! Watch out now. Not the booty goons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of my main concerns with somebody being like, incarcerated for so long and having such a level of connectivity. You never want to, see somebody in a situation where something would happen to them while they was in, police custody, just over the, the phone calls or the kite message of, one person across the pond. And that's on either direction. But, who knows? It's rough out here. Let's talk about Club Shay Shay and his podcast. And Killer Mike was talking about monogamy and how getting caught cheating actually made him a one-woman man. Check him out.
Here it comes.
It's coming from prison.
It was this dancer, man. I was smitten by this dancer, but I knew I wasn't supposed to be doing what I was doing. My old lady didn't like this dancer. she liked my old lady, but it was a lustful way. My old lady wasn't interested. And I just had too much fun, man. So I done had too much fun at the girl spot one time, and I got out of there, man. I got a call. Hey, man, maybe you should come back, man. We should run around, too. I was like, well, I am trying to get some cardio in. I lose some weight. And, man, I got a call when I got in that door. Say, man, you don't bring your ass out that girl house right now. I'm going to kill both of y'all. I said, what? Man, get out of here. Stop playing, man. I ain't even over there, man. You just seen the truck. Man, I looked out there. My wife had my gun in that driveway pointing at me. I was like,
okay.
Damn. I was like, Henry. And the Goodfellas, I woke up like, hey. I got in that truck, man. I screwed on that. She said, I ain't never seen your fat ass run so fast in my life. You know, being monogamous got a lot easier after that. But what killed me is she drove straight to my Auntie Deborah's house. My Auntie Deborah was the aunt that, you know, encouraged me to read. My Auntie Deborah was she was into Zen and just peacefulness, man. I walked in there, man. My auntie said, man, I've never been so disappointed in you in my life.
Ooh.
Oh, man, I would have rather got shot.
Damn.
I literally would have rather got shot.
Because you had so much respect for Deborah.
Now, of course, we don't condone gun violence, but does this scared straight approach mean people only behave out of fear of consequences and not love? Because, you know, you don't want to risk your life. And then some people are willing to risk their freedom over the people they love.
Who doesn't condone it? I think this is spot on. If it works, the ends justify the means. And like I always ask my friends when they complain about something, but did you die? No, you didn't. You lived, and now you're a better man. That gun, or the threat of a gun, made you a better man. I'm all for it. And Shannon Sharp, can you please stop laughing like that? It's killing me. It's so embarrassing. Oh.
Yo, but like it's a double standard there, because like you as a woman saying that, it's like you're a hero, but if a guy says that, you're Ike Turner. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy how that works.
We don't make
That's
the
my
game.
thing.
We don't make the rules.
Okay,
Y'all
okay.
benefit a lot from double standards. Let us get this one.
Okay, but just think about it like this. If we reverse the roles, and if some woman was at a man's house and another man showed up with a gun talking about, you better get out of that house, we would talk about how terrible he is. We talk about how crazy he is. We would talk about how they don't need to be together. We would talk about that toxic relationship. But that's not what we're talking about here. Like, and obviously Killer Mike, I mean, it's working for him and I'm happy for him and his wife. But like, if it takes a gun to keep you from cheating on somebody, like, if I needed to be threatened with a gun, I'm just saying that's probably not the person I should be with.
Listen, she knows her audience. His name is Killer Mike. He'll be fine.
You know, he's a killer on the mic. Like I think he's a man of the people. He does a lot of stuff for charities and stuff like that. And by the same metrics, is O.J. Simpson a cold-hearted killer or a hopeless romantic? We're asking you in the chat.
Hilarious.
Oh, wow. Well, you know, hey, he's a good man now.
Which one?
Yeah, that's true.
Killer
It
Mike
worked.
or OJ?
Mike,
It
yes.
worked.
Oh, okay.
It worked for him.
Yes.
Romantic
Killer
love
Mike.
story.
Killer Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should more guns should be involved in love stories, allegedly, or maybe not. I don't know. Moving on. Andy Cohen asked Lotto when she was on Watch What Happens Live how she was able to end her beef with Ice Spice, and could she do the same with Nicki Minaj? This is what she said.
You know, her team reached out to my team, and we was like,
The teams.
yeah,
And you figured it out.
we figured it out.
Okay.
At first, I was like,
Okay.
but then I was like,
Okay.
And
good.
then, yeah, I'm open to, rekindling with anybody.
Okay. You and Nikki you're gonna be back with Giselle's friend Nikki.
Yes, we love Nikki. We do.
I did too.
You did? Okay.
Okay. Oh.
Wow.
What?
Are you lost there? Like, so with the Ice Spice thing, I think because Ice Spice isn't so combative, right? It's easy to piece it up with that person. And by the optics of the public, Mulatto was seemingly the aggressor to some degree in the Ice Spice thing. Like, she was big bully energy because, like, she got a certain level of talent. Ice Spice is, you heard her. Nikki, when she hates for a long time. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get like 97 tweets, the whole kit and caboodle. So some people are harder to piece it up with than others. So, 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
Yeah, and also Nikki's fan base, like they kind of keep it going. Like they make it kind of hard to end beef with her because it's like they won't stop. And I'm sure just me saying this alone will make one of them probably show up here like they did last time. They do that. Like they are a little ridiculous. But Ice Spice, you don't really hear much from her. I haven't heard anything about her in a long time.
She just started streaming the other day. And she had some guests, and yeah, I don't know how that's going, but I know people will watch because people will watch anything that's pretty flickering near a flame. But like yeah, but I don't know if she has as rabid of a fandom as like yeah, like you said, the Barbs or the Barbies. I feel like her fandom is still coloring or like still at lunch because they get to go early. Um, it's, they're not as rabid.
It's
Well,
interesting if somebody offers you a way to end a beef and that offer is like a track, like, hey, could the two of you like squash this beef and get on this track together, and you make a little bit of a bag, like, okay, I can make that go away. But and I'm just gonna say this, and maybe the Barbs are gonna come for me. Like, judging from like Nikki's whole thing with Cardi and like her other beefs, like she's got a little more of that mean girl energy to me. Where it's like it's not just like a little argument and we had a slight disagreement about things. It seems like she goes for the jugular and she gets really mad at people. And at a certain point, like, I don't care how much money it is. I don't care how much I could make off of collaborating on a track with you. You're too mean and I want nothing to do with you.
yeah. Well, Lotto collaborated with Cardi B, and it seemed like everyone that was cool with Cardi, Nicki had an issue with. And the way that they have favor with Nicki is to not deal with Cardi. And I'm like, at some point we're gonna get past. It's like these ladies, Nicki, you're 40 something years old now. You proclaim yourself the queen of rap, and there's an argument to be made that you are. You've done some bomb things. And at this point, like this should be beneath you. It really should.
It's big high school energy. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, oh, you friends with this person, so you can't be friends with me. At the end of the day, everybody's just trying to get money in a space and place where it's harder to get money than it was 15 years ago. You either having to sell flat tummy tea or a weird pair of socks or go on tour for 278 days out of the year. Like people need to do these collabs to keep the commerce going, man. And like, yeah, don't mess up the opportunities.
I've dealt with that in Dallas. Like when I first got, I had like 20 friends, but then slowly but surely, like one gets mad at another one, and you can't be friends with this one, and it just turned into like a big high school thing. And these broads are all like 40 and 50 something years old, and I'm just like, aren't y'all tired? You know how I'm talking about. Aren't y'all tired? Anyways, hope you're tired asses. I know you're watching. Stick around because we have more of the show after the break.
We got so much to talk about during this.
welcome back to the show.
Hey, what's up?
After that break, we have to do our Patreon because I have questions and I need to answer. How do you get ready for that, you guys? How do y'all get ready for that?
You don't. Like, it takes a certain mindset.
Most of the time, it's ready before you're ready. And so, in the Suge scenario, I truly have no idea. I truly have no idea.
How do you get on that payroll? Anyways, welcome back. It's Friday, so it's time for Photo Shoot Friday, where we rate and debate the best celeb photo shoots of the week. First up is former Real Housewives of Atlanta star Cynthia Bailey serving up high fashion, high cheekbones, and maleficent madness for the fall edition, fashion edition of L'Officiel Monaco magazine. No, I butchered that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wait. Oh, that's on the left.
The French are bizarre.
Yeah.
Give me some high fashion. I don't understand it, but I like the way it looks. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, like that first one, she looked like Gumby in the picture. Like you. I mean, you have to be a true baddie to pull this off. I mean, granted, like she's still serving face in all the joints, but it's like, yo, this is a very abstract, very 80s thing, and like, you know, and the fact that she's so serious in her picture.
Can we see it again?
Let's see.
It makes me wonder, like, what are the looks that didn't make it? Like, is there anything they were like, could we dress you in this? And she's like, no, that's too much. What about this thing that looks like leather Gumby? Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
classic.
Dominatrix Gumby.
Yeah, it reminds me of yeah. The one on the left, that can't be her. That doesn't look like her at all.
It does. Like,
Well, I like to think that she's got her arms up. I like to think that she's got her arms up like Left Shark in there.
Fashion is crazy. As a model, you just gotta like put on what they say. All right.
Like, have you ever had to push back on
Right,
somebody?
fucking
Like, yo,
model.
come on, man, this is kind of crazy.
Oh, there's been some ridiculousness in my modeling career. I have a do-rag packaging that was around for about 20 years in the beauty salon stores, and I look crazy, but it was everywhere, even in the continent of Africa. So,
Like
yeah.
male do-rags?
Oh.
But you was modeling it?
But I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna Google this, and hopefully our team can
we gotta
find
find this.
up. This needs to be
We
the last
gotta
Photo Shoot Friday
find
we do
this.
for today.
All right, next up we got Queen and Slim star Jodie Turner-Smith. She's gracing the fall issue of Who What Wear magazine. Okay.
Okay.
That's a classy photo right there.
It is.
Ooh.
Oh, hey, what's happening here?
We are going through all of the palettes, are we not? We got a red, we got a lavender.
Okay.
Yeah, like if you watch the pictures in reverse, like going from right to left, it's like the story of a person who eventually made it. Because, like, you know, because the very last picture we saw on the right, it was given like, you know, like color purple, Solomon Northrop, you know, like, you know, that era, you know, like, and
Every
then, like,
day I'm challenged to not get into heaven and just shut up. I'm just gonna be quiet over here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Skin flawless though. We'll switch gears.
She looks great.
Yeah, I like the black don't crack ever. And you low key got a shot because she like her dude broke up with her her and her dude broke up about a year or so ago. You know, so
yeah. Dawson's
Joshua
Creek,
Jackson.
Pacey, Joshua Jackson. Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying Tanner has a shot for a Nubian queen?
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know if you watched the previous episodes, like most of the guests, like, I'm like, yo, Tanner, what are you doing? Like after the show, like, bro, like, what are you doing? You got the options.
Yeah. I gotta get out there.
Step your
Word
game
up.
up, Tanner.
Well, Monster, the Ed Gein story and Sons of Anarchy star Charlie Hunnam is America's Most Wanted on the cover of Variety magazine. Man, he looked just like himself from like when he was doing Sons of Anarchy. Women love this guy.
See, okay, now here's the thing is like, that's the way Charlie Hunnam looks. He's like classically attractive and whatnot. But I even posted this on my stories and I was talking to our producer, Kim, about it. Yo, I think it's Gein. This Ed Gein show is creepy as hell. And I'm like, I don't know how any girls are keeping crushes on that man after watching an episode or two of this.
Really? Is it like that? Is that dark?
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't know he
it's
was
bad.
playing him. And for those who want some backstory, like he was the inspiration for Leatherface in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh, I need to watch that. I like dark stuff like that. Sorry, I do.
Claudia, it's real dark. It's like real messed up. And he looks like he's classically attractive there. He's handsome there. He's got his Sons of Anarchy stuff going on. It took me a minute. I was watching the show and I was like, holy crap, is that Charlie Hunnam? Because they make him look bad. And he's got this weird voice that he uses when he talks, and he's got this weird mannerisms. He's just so weird in it.
Oh, okay. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. All right, and last but not least, Kerry Washington is stirring up quite the scandal for the Fall and Fashion Beauty edition of InStyle magazine. Let's look
Come
at
on,
her.
Carrie. There we go.
So
There we go.
pretty.
There we
That's
go.
what I was looking for.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
We,
So
we,
good,
finished,
girl.
we finished nicely.
Oh wow. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, I like those shoes. See, sometimes fashion, I'm like, oh, they trying too hard to be weird, but it's like abstract, but still not abstract, but not stuff I wear every day, but it's still cute. Like I found something in each of the photos. I'm like, I wear those shoes. Okay,
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen her like in a bad picture or in a whack outfit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she's eternally a baddie.
She is.
So out of everybody, man, who had the best photo shoot of the week? I think I already said it. Kerry Washington for me, top shelf. She's like, don't put me in no Gumby stuff. This is what I do.
I gotta agree with you on that.
Yeah, it's interesting. Oh, are we all going Carrie? I'm sorry. Go, Claudia.
I'm going Carrie. I love Cynthia. Cynthia's my girl. I love Cynthia's face, but I didn't love the fashion, but I love Cynthia. But I like the styling on Carrie, so I'm gonna have to go with Carrie.
See, I hate to say the same thing you guys said, but we're also in the fall now, so we're out of our thirst trappy season. We're in our artistic creative bag for our photo shoots. Jodie Turner-Smith photo shoot was awesome. She looked great in all of it. Same thing for Cynthia Bailey, but this was just I don't know, something about Kerry Washington's. I like the colors. I like the sort of the rose and the green combos, and it looked gorgeous against her skin. So yeah, two thumbs way up for me for Kerry. For K-Dub.
She did that.
Drop your opinions in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Hey, guess what? So today's Friday, so we got to hit you with some flip picks. Roof Man is evidently, it's a true story about a man who robbed a string of McDonald's by cutting holes in the roofs. This is a true story. It stars Channing Tatum, Lakeith Stanfield, Peter Dinklage, and more. Check out the trailer.
I'm not a bad guy.
Good morning, team.
I just made some bad choices.
You gotta help me, man.
You sound crazy. Find a safe place to hide for a few months.
I would like to introduce you to someone. Would you like to go out with me?
Yes, I would very much, really very much like to go out on a date with you.
Police believe the roof man may still be in the area.
What the? Oh my God! You can't expect me to go on Christmas, right? I mean, can't I just stay? Oh, how? I have a plan.
I like you. So you know, slow it down a little bit, okay?
I need you to take the ink bottom out. Oops. You got to cover your tracks. Any message you made.
Whatever you did, you can quit.
I can fix this.
Wow, that
looked dope as hell.
All right.
I watched that. I love when it's like based on a true story though. Like I don't like to waste my time with like fiction. I like to know at the end of it, wow, someone really did that.
Yeah, I remember when that story happened, and it was just good to see Toys R Us in the news again during that time. Jeffrey was having a tough time keeping the doors open, and I'm like, okay, cool. This keeps their name out there. They still shuttered, but it is what it is. Listen, we got to go to break, but when we come back in 2 minutes, we got another question of the day. Put your thinking caps on because we're coming at you in 2. back to Side Dish, and it's time for the question of the day. And here we go, setting the scene. And listen, they always say, do what works for your body, right? Well, we praise fitness, strength, flexibility. But what if your son came to you and said, Daddy, I want to pole dance for exercise, not for performance, not for tips, just to stay fit, build core strength, maybe have a little fun. Would you allow your son to pole dance for exercise, or would you hit him with that side eye and start looking for Planet Fitness, or throw a ball at him real hard?
I wouldn't want my son or my daughter to pole dance. And if you want to get on a pole, we're gonna make you a gymnast, and then you can go to the Olympics and get the gold medal and get rich. So it's not just a boy thing.
Here's the
Oh
thing.
no, I don't
Oh,
want.
wow. Okay.
Yo, listen, as fathers, man, we always want to like figure out ways to keep our kids off the pole. And
Like
it's
a
one
mess.
thing to keep your daughter off the pole. It's another thing if you also have to work really hard to keep your son off the pole. It gets very problematic in that regard.
Is dad a pole dancer? Like, dad really knew what he was doing there. Which, like, whatever you got to do, I respect that. But I'm kind of like Claudia. We got gymnastics. You don't have to pole dance. You could pole vault. There's all kinds of other sports we could get you into. You could throw a javelin. That's throwing a pole.
Yeah.
What else?
I wouldn't even be mad if you did a wild pommel horse on a gymnastic tip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it look like you'd be break dancing, but it's Olympic. Like with the thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just certain things like And granted, I know we're supposed to live in a time where we're supposed to allow everybody to do the thing that they want to do. It's just sometimes you don't like to over-explain things because like my 7-year-old, sometimes I'll be walking around with him and be like, "Yo, your daughter's cute," and I'm like, "Yo, listen, it's a boy. He's just pretty." and so like it's the things, but I would still love that child, but I would just try to nudge them in a different direction, just because it's just not what you want for the kid. The optics, you don't like to over-explain.
Go ahead, Tanner. I see you.
Okay,
chomping
so
at the bit.
this is a safe space, and we share things about our personal life here, and it's
Uh-oh.
just the three of us. So I'm not
He's a
worried about
skipper.
being made fun of on the internet. But my mom signed me up for tap dance and jazz classes when I was like, I don't know, 8 or 9 years old. I was in like 2 dance recitals. I was the only boy in Miss Lisa's whole dance school. And then I had to go there. I had to go there in my head and be like, well, pole dancing is a little different than like tap class, but there's like videos of me like dancing on stage, like tap dancing with the little cane. And then there's like videos of me dancing where it's like, this is the 80s. So this is right after one of the Rockies had come out. I got 2 like boxing gloves on my hands and I'm like doing dance moves and whatnot. And so, so HK and Claudia, what's the difference in that? What's the difference in me taking dance classes and this little boy wanted to learn how to dance on a pole?
Nothing. And that's why we're laughing at you right now.
I feel like there's a big difference. One is dancing and the other one is typically associated with the art of stripping. You know what I mean? Like, at least Tanner's thing was slightly tough. He had boxing gloves. There was a
Okay.
theme. Because there's been times I've walked in and I'm the only person in a Pilates class or a yoga class. So there's certain things that are unisex. It's just the connotation with the pole is typically, Magic City energy, Onyx, Cheetahs, all the fine eating establishments of Atlanta.
And also it's more sexual. Listen, as a former track star, I can tell you how I was in high school. We looked down upon athletes that we didn't deem real athletes. Like we would see the cheerleaders and we'd be like, cheerleading. Hold it. No, get him. Go run some track. Go play some basketball. Play some football. I know people are gonna come in the comments, and guess what? I am old school. I don't care. I don't. I don't. No pole for my daughter or my son.
What if, okay, now just as a hypothetical, like let's say I was going to give someone some fitness classes. They were like, buy me something. And I was like, and I bought them, I'm like, oh, let me get you some fitness classes. And I bought a woman pole fitness classes. Is that an acceptable gift?
If you're having sex with this woman, which I think you are thinking maybe about someone you are, then it's different because it's like, well, it's sexy and maybe she'll dance for me. But if someone you don't really know in that space, I would be like, whoa, hold up. Yeah. It's like buying a stranger.
I don't buy those women anything.
No, some people like experiences more than they like actual like gifts you can hold. So like I've seen a lot of women get a lot of value in pole dancing, but like not for my kids.
Yeah. And all three of them together with the father, the shirt off, it looked weird. I'm cool.
Yeah. Listen, we're gonna go to break, and when we come back, man, we're gonna put our detective hats on and try to solve some crimes. With everybody's favorite game, Whose Cousin Is It? See y'all in 2. Welcome back to Side Dish, and okay, you true crime enthusiasts, you know what time it is. Everybody's favorite game, Whose Cousin Is It?
Let's go.
All right, Fast and Furious Foot Fetish Edition. Now, 28-year-old man was arrested in Ventura, Florida for running over a foot model who curved him. And yes, it was about her feet.
They met on a dating app, linked up at a hotel, and he immediately asked to smell her feet and sell him her used sneakers. Now, the sniff request was a little sketch, but she agreed to sell those shoes for $1,000.
The sniff request was sketch. Okay, all right. While she hit the bathroom, he hit the door, suspecting he stole something. She chased him to the parking garage to find him driving past her in a red SUV.
Yo, this man made a U-turn and went full Suge Knight and ran her over, and he later got caught and arrested while trying to book a room at the same hotel. He's now facing aggravated battery charges. All right, y'all, whose cousin is it?
Okay, wait, hold up, Claudia. Come on now.
Come on, you know.
Come on now, Claudia.
You
No,
know who this is.
no.
You feel like it's open and shut? You feel like it's open and shut like that? Like, really?
Tanner, yes. Aventura. That's a wealthy part of Florida. It's Florida. It's foot fetish. 28 model. This is an old white man that asked for these things, and she's probably Latina. 2 for 1. You're welcome.
Wow. Sometimes I wish we could see the people that reported the crime just so we can, like, you know, get a hits daily double there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah.
What do you feel, Tanner?
It's definitely a white man.
Unfortunately, I would love to push back on that. I would love to say, no, all different people are into feet, but
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know what it is. I feel like the closer the complexion gets to paper, the more feet they're into. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I everything that Claudia said makes sense. He's an older man. She's Latina. He wanted some toes and different area codes. Like, I get it. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get like, yo, let me buy them buying a shoe just so you can like, Oh, that's so weird. That's so weird to me.
Yo, I don't know why my true crime ancestors are whispering to me from the heavens, telling me that this is. I feel like in my heart of hearts, it's Panda Express, cousin. I don't know why I feel this way about it. It's just something that just tells me, like, because they're into some interesting things over the seas. You know what I mean? Like, you could buy
Oh, I
things out
see.
of vending machines. Like, yo, like, whoa, why are we doing this? So I'm gonna lean that way. And I know I never even heard of Ventura, Florida. So it sounds like y'all both got a little bit more info on the locale than I do. But just something tells me, man, like, yeah, like, they went
They
to
have a very high end mall, and you can see the rich sugar daddies taking their ethnic Black or Latina girlfriends or sugar babies there. It's a thing. The red SUV though, I can't see the Pan Express community in that. I don't know.
You know, I never see them in big
that's
cars.
interesting.
They're in smaller
Yeah.
cars.
Yeah, they
use-
don't drive SUVs.
They don't waste a lot of gas.
No.
Yeah. Like when you put them in a big
Red
car, it's like when you put a
SUV?
G.I. Joe in a Barbie car. It's like
Yeah,
they
they
look
don't
real
do
small in
SUV.
it.
They're not a, that has a
What
white
if-
man all over it. Red SUV or a Black person, but I'm going white.
I was okay. That was gonna be the next thing that I was like gonna try to like like a Dodge Durango or an Escalade. Like these are different people.
It's a red Ford Explorer, I think.
All right, well, the suspense is killing me, man. As we always do, move that van.
Move that van.
Oh, damn. El Monte, Cersei.
Surprise, surprise.
Unique fetish, unique name, unique look. The whole thing.
Oh my
He's a
God.
lot younger than I anticipated. I always think foot smellers are old folks.
Wow.
So
If they make a movie about this guy's life, the guy who played Paperboy in Atlanta should play him.
I
got
do
a
want to
similar
say
look.
he's kind of other. He's not African American with that name. He's like he's an other.
Like South African American.
El Monte?
The first name was what was it?
El Monte.
Yeah,
Cersei,
El
something
Monte.
like that.
That's
Anyway,
wild.
man, we
Yo,
gotta get up
Claudia,
outta
has
here.
anybody hit your DMs talking about let me buy those socks? Let me smell your shoes?
I made it very known on Real Housewives of Atlanta that my feet were tore up. I have since had cosmetic surgery, so now I have feet. But yes, they've asked for worn pantyhose before.
That's what happens when you're pretty. No, all the traumas. Well, listen, man, y'all like, subscribe, share, tell us we out here, man. And also, if you're watching at the crib, we appreciate y'all. Shout out to the Fox Soulmates and one love to the chat, man. Enjoy y'all weekend. We'll see y'all on Monday.
Bye.
Have a good weekend. Bye.
Oh, Monty, I'm so surprised. Oh my God,
Sniffing them toes. Wow.
I can't believe I was so wrong. I said that with confidence.
I'm disappointed.